Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm coming live from Houston, Texas. I'm celebrating New Year's with my family, so I want to wish y'all a wonderful 2019, maybe better and more kick-ass than your 2018 in whatever way you want it to be. But right now, I want to share with y'all a very important story. Perhaps you could take something out of it. And it's something that we encounter every now and then in our lives. This being some sort of injustice, or not necessarily an injustice, just something that just isn't right. But if you tell someone who has the power to fix it in the right words, then it will absolutely be fixed, and you will be doing people a favor. So here's the backstory. A while back, this website/app just sprung up out of nowhere. It's called Explore RGV. It promotes tourism in my home region. The RGV is the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. The valley happens to be the one spot in all the United States where you can find the most bird species in all of North America. So much so that you can literally go to any of the nature reserves around the valley, and you will see license plates from people that have literally driven across the country, sometimes even from Canada, just to take a gander, no pun intended, a gander at our birds. And it's something to be proud of, because I am also a birder and I live there, and I am so glad that we have some out-of-state visitors that cherish this, right? So Explore GV touches on this point a couple of times in their videos and in their website. But the birds that they used were not native. One of them was a European bee eater and a Eurasian hoopoe. Yeah, from that Europe and from that Eurasia. If you're going to promote South Texas birding, why not use it with South Texas birds? So I did something that really doesn't have the best chances of working, and I acknowledged it, because it was a very tongue-in-cheek parody, pseudo-outrage video. And I end the video literally saying, I'm going to do absolutely nothing about this. I'm going to do absolutely nothing about this, and hope that my big words and my outrage gets someone to do something. Because it's really, all this outrage culture is all what it is. It's a bystander effect. It is a bystander effect that, it's all just a prayer. It's a prayer for someone, or just for things to work out on their own. But sometimes we have to make those prayers reality. So that's exactly what I did outside of the video, in real life. So I went to their Facebook and I decided to contact them. And this is what the message said. Good evening, Explore RGV. I really enjoy what you're doing to get the locals to go out and for visitors to come in. As a birder and nature photographer, I also appreciate you adding the nearby wildlife refuges and sanctuaries. They're super important to the local economy, and if you check out their parking lots, you'll see license plates from all over the USA. Our out-of-state visitors to our natural areas often come to see our unique birds, some of which can only be seen in our little corner of the country. This is why it surprised me to see a European beater at the 42nd second of your debut video, and a Eurasian hoopoe in the picture for the Sable Palm Sanctuary. Both birds are literally from the other side of the world. There's a whole bunch of beautiful South Texas birds if you'd like to promote South Texas birding, and posting any of the native species will reflect a true picture of the valley's special wildlife. I'd even be happy to provide a couple of my bird photos for your website. What do you say? Take care, Gilbert. I would have put take care, kick ass, but yeah, that's a little unprofessional. But they responded. They said, hi, Mr. Gilbert, thank you for your message. Which birds do you recommend we include in future videos? Hello again! Green jays and chachalakas are probably the most classic South Texas birds, and what a lot of out-of-state visitors chase after. They both really like the deep woods, but any of the birding sites feeders will usually have them hanging around. Or if you're looking for something that's more of an urban RGV exclusive, check out the green parakeets and the red-crowned parrots that are found throughout the cities here. They're not hard to find, and usually have designated roost spots in cities where they gather around right around dusk. Thank you for your time. And then, a few days later, the wonderful, smart, and attractive people behind Explore RGV delivered. One, because they changed the picture of the Eurasian hoopoe to an actual green jay. Then they also said the following. Greetings, Mr. Gilbert. The media company replaced the previous bird shot with a green jay. Thank you for kindly bringing it up to our attention. We'll begin sharing the revised video soon. Perfect. Thank you very much. Yes! I have single-handedly brought justice to the Rio Grande Valley in the name of South Texas birds. Whenever I walk down, all the birds take a wing and salute me. No, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, there is a saying that my mother says, and in Spanish it goes, En el pedir está el dar. Literally, it translates to, in the asking, there is the giving. So it's like a ask and you shall receive, but it's a little bit more specific than that. It's like in how you ask is how you will receive. So let's look at the first message to see how exactly I ask the question. First off, I begin with an appreciation. I mentioned that I really like what they're doing, how they alluded to the fact that the RGB is great for birding, for the outdoors, and then I mentioned the issue where, key phrase, it surprised me to see. The most important part is to never ever be angry, because if you're angry, that's going to do one of two things. It's going to get them defensive, or it's going to make them feel bad. Kindness is the way to go. You never want to show anger. You never want to show hate. You just want to be straightforward. Show concern, but never anger, never hate. Just say, it surprised me to see this, or I was wondering why I saw that, right? And then in the last part of the message, I propose a solution and why that would benefit them. Show South Texas bird, because that will it'll offer a true picture. It's not fake, it's authentic. People that will go to the RGV to see the birds will actually see that bird if they know where to look. And if you have the ability, you can even take it up a notch and say, hey, I can provide this for you. So yes, to recap, how you ask is how you will receive. It is super, super important that you and the person that you're speaking to try to correct them, or try to correct their mistake. Because you don't want to correct a person, you want to correct their mistake. You privately point it out to them, but before you do, you got to put yourself in their shoes and appreciate what they are trying to do. You say that you're like what they're going for, then you point it out with no anger, no hate, just surprise, or you notice this, and then you offer a solution, or you offer something of your own that might fix the problem. And then they will come to you, they will appreciate how you ask the question, because nowadays it's just so damn easy to just outrage, right? As one of my favorite sayings goes, you could catch more flies with a drop of honey than with a barrel of bile. So there is no need to be bitter. I know that nowadays it's so damn easy to be outraged at everything. But no, don't bite the bait for that. Don't fall into that trap. Just remember what my mother says. Al pedir está el dar. In how you ask is how you will receive. And if you ask by being kind, by being polite, by being civil, you will receive it likewise. And I hope that in your next 2019, that you will receive everything the way you want it to, with no resentment and with just positive feelings up ahead. Take care, have a good one, have a happy new year, and kick ass.